The action continues here on Championship Sunday. Faze going up against Denial, and Faze find themselves 1-0 down, Matt. And honestly, that was the Denial that we saw kind of the beginning of the event.
That was a 16-0 Denial.
That really was. That really was. How did Faze kind of bounce back to that, though? Because it didn't look good for them at all.
No, and they lost the S&D to DT in that series. So this is a very strong S&D team in Denial. Faze has to be careful with this one. It's going to be a Riot S&D coming up next. Obviously, the offensive side going to be the favorite of the two. It's a lot easier to get to that A-bomb site, get it down. We see more teams changing it up, going through mid, through jail to B, trying to push the pressure on the 3-story. Be interesting to see what strats these teams have.
I think the one thing Faze have going for them in Riot is that sniping presence on the map. Fantastic snipers on that team.
It's great, but how many do they elect to run?
That's. I'm glad you brought that up. I feel
you can't run two.
Two is overkill. It's just not needed.
Two will work in pool play. Two will not work against Denial.
Denial, maybe well aware, of course. Big game for Slasher. I was speaking to him before. He was like, he desperately wants to beat Faze. It's the one team that you would like to kind of get under his belt as being able to take down this year. So we'll wait and see if he can do that now.
Slasher played with them at COD Champs.
Of course, yeah.
So it's a little bit of a
grudge match in a sense.
And obviously everything that went down when they acquired Clay and Inazuma. Clay and Attach.
Hungry for the win, that's for sure. Faze going to be kicking things off on the attacking side here in round number 1. And let's have a look. How many snipers are they going to elect to run? Absolutely 0 round number 1. Now, whether that's maybe a little bit of a mind game with Denial expecting them to run some snipers. We'll have to
maybe it's just an adjustment from yesterday. Zuma in the game 5 that I casted last night, he was going insane with the sniper, but put it away, change things up. This could actually be a big round win in round number 1 for Denial, and it's gonna be a defensive round win here early for Denial.
I mean, Faze went in terms of full-on aggression mode, but it just didn't really work out. You've got to give Hook some props. 3 kills that round, and also that final kill on Attach. Attach roughly knew where he was, but Hook managed to get the drop, so Denial start things off strong. And it seems
this puts them in a good spot to start up 2-0. You don't want to say offense is a guaranteed victory, but it's 60 to 70% of the time you're going to win the offensive round. So this puts Denial in a good spot, and it's going to put Faze behind the 8-ball. They're going to have to win one of these defensive rounds now.
And already a couple of kills down in the round. Attach and Slasher both fall. Classic, of course, will have that bomb for Denial, as he's just trying to make sure it is safe to go for the plank. Clayster will spot him. Classic very weak, stays alive though. Needs to be careful because there is a player pre-aiming currently.
Timing. He gets down, so that player in fire doesn't see him. Tem's going to pick up an able in the kill feed, but I love the play by Classic here. He's able to stay down, not get shot by the guy in fire, and he has just gotten completely lost. I don't think Faze has any idea where he's at.
Bit of a chase. Zuma will pick up Temp. 2 versus 2 now. Classic has put himself into an absolute phenomenal position.
They have no clue where he is.
And he jumps up. Simple kill on Zuma. Forces a 1 versus 2. This one going to be down to Clayster. And I feel like a clutch here is exactly what Faze need momentum-wise and just kind of hype-wise. And he will spot Classic. Will he be able to pick up the kill? No, he won't. And that's going to reveal his position as he jumps up. He's going to meet a stun to the face. And as he tries to get away, will be shut down. A 2-0 start now for Denial.
He had Classic full red, and you see the bait and switch, though, as soon as Clay jumps up to challenge after the stun. Not Classic, it's Hook there to fight the gunfight. Starting off 4-0. He's been...
Would you have liked to see Clay maybe take his time on that one? Kind of knowing that they're not going to go to that B-bomb site. They could only really go to A. If he doesn't fire, he has that element of surprise.
Yeah, guy's so weak. I mean, if he kills Hook, let's say for argument's sake he kills Hook in that gunfight, Classic is full red, sitting on the bomb with no time left. It was probably the best chance for him to win that round, I would say.
Well, Denial with that solid start, but players are falling. Zuma's already picked up 2 this round, and he's feeling hungry, potentially trying to find more. It's going to be Hook for a 1 versus 4. Surely he doesn't get this. Doesn't, falls, and Faze find their first round in the Search and Destroy.
They just got to gain some momentum right now. Faze, they win an offensive round, gonna go back on the defensive side of things. You see Clay with the sniper rifle in hand. So interesting, we've seen Zuma, we've seen Clay with the sniper rifle in hand, we've seen Attach, and it seems like it just varies from map to map. We saw Zuma with it on, I believe, Skyrise and Detroit. Now we're seeing Clay with it here. Saw Clay with it on...
Clay does it on Skyrise.
Skyrise as well, yeah. So just a sniper by rotation here for Faze.
And they've decided to put them all away. Let's see if anyone from Denial wants to try and counter it. I assume it would be Slasher if anyone, but He decides he doesn't want any of that action. Costa now do have that lead in not only the series, but the Search and Destroy. So look for them to try and extend this one to 2 rounds. Classic with that bomb being very, very cautious, and it's going to be Clay potentially who may see him just in time. He's going to spot so many players from Denal. Needs to pick up a couple of kills here. There's the first. Can he stay alive? He must have seen at least 2 people.
They've essentially traded sides of the map. You have a 3v3. It's going to be Denal with the bomb down now, playing off the defensive side of things. And you see Slash on your screen putting down a lot of shots, but Clay in a position to make a huge play for Faze. All they have to do is stay alive, and those shots right there gave away his position. He's going to pick up one. Not able to pick up another. We're going to have a 1v1 here, Bendo. I'm going to jump on board with Temp. It's going to be Temp versus Enable here. Not enough time, though, it seems, as Temp's going to jump down, challenge, pick up the kill. It's going to be Denial. Commanding lead here early.
3-1. Sigh of relief from Temp. Time, of course, on his side. Enable, really not much he could do. Really needed to pick up that kill when he first went for that challenge. Just unfortunately, was a little too weak. Had to back away from that one. Now, propelled to a 3-1 lead. Faze back over onto the attacking side. Attached at 0-3. Slasher at 0-4 in this game. So both players, one of each team, struggling a little bit off the break, but expect to see both of them pick it up.
Faze going to go with a slow push here. Like on offense, they're just going to bait the players out of denial, trying to get them to flank, but you got to really know your opposition. I think Hook is a player who's not going to play too fast. Maybe Classic the only one. Slash is going to jump up. Clay is going to pick him off to start things off.
The reaction
Great
time
start
right
here
there
on offense for Faze, but I feel like Denial's not a team that's going to hit a full flank right away. I feel like they like to play a little bit slower.
They're going to take their time, and as we say that, it's starting
Slash
to form.
is struggling. 0-5.
Look for Attach maybe to pick up a kill. There's going to be a big gunfight going on in the back. Clayster will drop 3v2 now. As well, Classic falls. Zuma picks up 2. Zuma has just been carrying in Search and Destroy, I feel like. Hook's going to die any second now. And that is a round win in favor of Faze. Zuma is, so far this event in Search and Destroy, been that player who will just get you a 2-piece. That's his, I think, 3rd in this Search and Destroy alone. And it's just so valuable to have a player that can do that.
He just causes so many problems. He gets in weird spots behind enemy lines, pushes you in rounds you don't expect it. He just has great game sense in S&D.
Expect to see Slasher maybe pull out Sniper Rifle, switch things up a little bit, or no, seems more than happy to stick with the bow.
Slasher's just looking for a kill. When you're 0-5, that is not the time to bust out the Sniper Rifle.
You don't think?
No. That means
even in his hands, he's very capable of sniping.
That means you're not really in the flow of the game. I feel like a sniper needs to kind of know where players going to be coming from, have good game sense. Right now at 0-5, he just needs to play a spot where he can pick up an easy kill.
Like
that's exactly what he's doing, yes. That's exactly what he was doing. Basically baiting a teammate, trying to pick up at least one. But it's what you want to do if you're a teammate of Slasher. Get him on the board, make him feel at ease. But now we're going to have a 2-on-2. It's going to be Classic and Slasher going up against Zuma and Attach. Zuma on a 4 streak.
Oh, and Attach is going to shut him down. That leaves Classic in a 1 versus 2. 20 seconds left, though. He has, of course, got that bomb planted. He has the advantage here as he heads up towards top 3. Is Zuma going to spot him? He isn't. And Classic has played this one so smart. The question, though, how far in the diffuse is Attach? Beautiful pickup from Classic. Will Zuma have enough time? I think he does. Nice clutch coming in from Zuma. It was risky. Classic played that one pretty much as perfect as he possibly could have done. As you see, 0.01 second.
Yeah, you said he's like, he's got it. And I was like,
I
don't know if you're looking at it.
He had it.
That
was close. It was close. Classic just kind of shaking his head there, saying, God,
that was a great play by Classic.
Unbelievable.
As good as you could play that 2v1 scenario, almost pulls it off. But that's the defensive round when you need it for Faze.
Exactly. Now, game tied at 3-3. See what Faze are thinking on the attacking side. A couple of shots have already been put down on B-bombs. Like, Zuma is 9-3 to kick off this Search and Destroy. And I think he may spot Temp anytime soon. The nade comes in from Temp on Clay. That's a huge advantage now for Denial on their defensive side. Slasher throws out the stun. Zuma able to dash away, though. Temp picks up a Nable. 2nd kill of the round for him.
Guys on Denial just playing this round so perfect. You see the stuns come in. They don't challenge right away. Zuma's going to be able to just challenge Slasher straight up 1v1. It's going to get cleaned up by Classic. Going to leave Attached last one alive. But you saw the way they played that. They kind of felt out where Faze was, gained some information. They're able to pick off one easy with a nade. Then they stun a few players. They're able to pick up 1 or 2 of those. And then at the end, they don't all just go hunting off by themselves. It's 3 players here converge on Attach. He's going to get taken out by Hook.
In for Attach now. Oh, sorry, Hook having a very good game. Pulled down. That was a round that you really needed to see FaZe win on that attacking side. Now as they go over to the defensive side, curious to see exactly what it is Denal is going to do. Maybe
probably a
just
standard
flash
A push. I think it's more interesting to see what FaZe is going to do on defense to get another round win. And it looks like they're going to challenge up at 3-story.
Attach is dead. Oh, actually outgunned Slasher there. Slasher really...
That's a big first kill right there.
Really struggling a little bit. Clayster's going to find the second.
This would be a huge round for FaZe. If they win this, Ben, they're in a good spot to win this map.
Classic being peppered from all angles. He's left in a 1v3, and he will fall. FaZe answer back with a defensive round win of their own. Keep it close at 4-4.
This one has a round 11 written all over it.
It does. It's been back and forth. But again, can't stress how important of a win this is for FaZe. Losers bracket being best of 5, they cannot afford to go 2-0 down to a team like Denal, especially Denal as in form as they are today.
We've seen FaZe down 0-3 to Epsilon.
I feel like this Denal squad right now, though.
That Epsilon team was pretty good that weekend, Ben.
They were, but man, this Denal squad. Maybe you're right. Well, we'll see exactly what happens. Round number 9, FaZe, attacking side. Looks like they're going to go for a bit of an A push. Player in fire. It's going to be Attach. He picks up a first blood on Slasher. Slasher really struggling this game. 1-9. Attach trying to make a play.
Anything going, and he should not be the one challenging first. If he's 1-9, just have him pick up an easy kill. Just play an easier spot. If you have to change up positions, you got to make that call here.
Speaking of calls, there has been a call from FaZe. Potential rotation. And Denal could be in some trouble here. Key player for me right now is going to be this man at the back temp. Put himself into a beautiful position. He's going to see the stun. And that has to be the information. Classic is going to kill Enable. He was playing the bomb. Denal now with an advantage. They know that that was the bomb.
Classic gets out. That's not even traded, but Zuma's going to be able to pick up Hook in mid-jail. Give FaZe that man advantage yet again. Classic's going to peek, and look at that bait and switch right there from Denial. That was absolutely perfect.
Be careful, though. As the bomb is going to go down, it's going to come down to Clayster to really put up some solid support. It looks like it should be good. The bomb does get planted, so 2 versus 2 now, Matt. Attach and Clayster versus Classic and Temp. And as I say that, Attach is going to fall. It's going to leave Clay in a massive 1v2. He's going to spot both plays, picks up one. Can he get away? Clay somehow weak, runs into the wall. He has just managed to escape with his life. Temp, so smart here. Will he be able to clutch this up? That's going to be the question. 24 seconds left. Clayster is going to check the bomb, and Clay with a massive 1 versus 2 when he needed it. Beautiful play, and he's going to let him know.
That was ridiculous. Clay goes absolutely massive, and it's a primetime player, man. It's Championship Sunday.
That's what you expect from him.
You expect him to do stuff like that. That's the kind of caliber you hold him to. Those type of situations where your team needs a huge play, he's the guy that's got to do it. And that's got to suck all the momentum out of Denial.
And the scary thing is that that's what FaZe thrive on as well, man.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of a play, that momentum, it's what drives them through when they need it. But beautiful play from Clay. Temp pretty much did the right thing.
Oh, that was the right play for Temp to do. I just don't know how Clay got out of there alive. That was...
Should have been dead.
I mean, one more bullet, he would have been dead. There's a good argument to say he probably could have chased that kill, too.
Oh, Enable will spot Classic. Classic's going to outgun Enable, though. Big first kill from him.
You're going to have Denial starting to put pressure on the B side, and Classic absolutely destroys Zoom across map.
Yo, Classic is going for this all himself.
Yeah, they're just going to keep pushing through. They're not going to stop at this.
He just clutched a 1v2. Clayster now for a 1 versus 3. Has made it a 1v2. Clayster weak. Has to run away. Not going to get away.
Shots through the doorway.
Round 11.
You could see this one coming.
Oh, absolutely. It's been back and forth between both these two teams. Slasher, if there was ever a time to pick up a kill, it was right here.
Yeah, right.
That final bullet on Clay as he was trying to escape. That was his second that round. Now the question, who is going to be on the offensive side? Really, though, Classic goes big in round number 10, opens up the map completely. It's going to be Denial on the attacking side.
I wouldn't be surprised if FaZe on defense gets pretty aggressive, either down the A street or straight through B on a flank. I think it's the one thing they haven't done so far in this one. Just going on an all-out flank, and that's what you're seeing here.
Zuma so fast. Can he get first blood? Yes, he can, and he stays alive, more importantly. Denal may have to try and flank back. Zuma's going to eat a stun to the face. Somehow alive. Another kill comes in. That's going to be Enable. It's all down to Hook. A 1 versus 4 this round, called perfectly by you, Matt. You said it was going to be a hot flank, and that's exactly what happened. Now Hook has it all to do. Can't pick up the kill on Clay. Stays alive, though. 60 seconds left for Hook to do what is essentially a miracle for Denal.
It's a great call. I mean, Faze puts pressure on the B side in the last round. Denal ends up winning a classic, picking up 2 early kills. This round, put pressure on B yet again. Denal went back to pretty predictable strategy going down the A street. I mean, that's what we see all the time usually on offense. Just
Look at the players from Faze, Matt. Look at the way they are just stacking together.
Some of these rounds, Ben, they do not want anything crazy to happen. They're able to pick up that final kill. Faze taking a big game 2 here against Denal to tie the series up.
And your final kill cam brought to you by Enable. Relatively simple one by his standards. There was no way Faze was giving away a 1 versus 4 against Hook.
No.
They huddled together and they made sure that no mistakes were going to be made. A very, very close map number 2, though, does fall to Faze. They level up the series 1 map apiece, Matt. I don't want to say it too soon, but game 5?
I think it's too soon. I'd like to see the draw maps before I kind of guarantee people at game 5 at home. I thought that one definitely had round 11. Once we got to 4-4, had round 11 written all over it. And you see, take a look at the scoreboard before we go to commercial break. You got Zuma finishing 13-6 for Faze. Absolute terror in Search and Destroy. Clay going huge with that 2v1, 10-7. And then the other side, Slasher, 3-10. The rest of his teammates, pretty good numbers. You just needed him to, I mean, 1 or 2 kills go Slasher's way. This one might be a 2-0 for Denal.
Oh, series tied at 1-1 for now. We're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we return, though, we go to Uplink.